Relaxation is just one of the greatest gifts to life. Darling, allow me to uncover how to help you relax more in an effortless way, okay? A life of ease is at your fingertips. So, to discover what this message wants to uncover for you, simply pick a number, either number 1, number 2, or number 3. And now, once chosen, simply scroll down into the description box and click on the timestamp next to the number you have chosen. And with that being said, I will meet you in your chosen pile selection. Pile number 1. My sweet darlings, welcome to your reading today. So, today's topic, as you are already aware of, is a way for you to relax more in an effortless way. So, this is all about you enjoying the simple pleasures to life, okay? So, allow me to reveal the cards for you one by one, and then we'll connect with my intuition to deliver the messages for you. And just as a side note, please do look at the imagery on the cards as well as they are displayed, as they may potentially give you an extra message your own intuition may be picking up upon. Okay, so let's start off with the first card. We have Harmony, Love, Spring, the fresh yearning of the morning, Heart chakra, Abundance, Fall. Oh, it's not focusing. So, the quiet joy of transition, and for your advice and guidance here today, we have feelings. So take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. So, pile one. This is all about, as you may have already guessed, focusing upon the love aspect within your life, okay? But the primary focus here is more about love towards yourself, because the more you begin to see your life and your experiences in a loving way, the more ideas, inspiration, and gravity you have holding up upon the choices you make towards life, okay? So if you can imagine it, if you are always having a loving outlook towards life, right? Always seeing things lovingly, you will know exactly when it's the right time to depart from a certain experience, because you may have overgrown that and outgrown that situation, and then in turn that allows you to conjure new ideas, new inspirations towards things that are calling more of your own personal growth, more of your own personal satisfaction. And in turn for this is growing your heart space in such a pleasurable manner, to the point where whichever direction you head towards, right, you are always going to be supported by yourself, because you have set the tone and you set the foundation towards the value that you carry in life. And that value is in regards to how you have been seeing your life through the most loving aspects. Because when things are changing and transitioning for you, you may come to a state where you feel like you're in the void, or you feel like you need to go back down a route because there's something that's clinging onto you. This is about you holding on to yourself, holding on to your past memories, those things that you have cherished, using that energy there as a permissionable route towards new things. Because when we are growing, when we're transitioning, when we're changing, at times we feel like we're losing parts of ourselves, but what actually remains the same? And it's that loving energy that we carry within our heart space, because we've connected to certain things. So even if the people or the experiences fade away, the love we had towards that situation is what has allowed us to go towards our next biggest things. It's what's allowed us to love on ourselves even more, because that's the energy, right? The energy of love is one thing, right? So that's why I always say it's important to have unconditional love towards things, because when you're unconditional towards yourself, you're unconditional towards what you are attracting, right? So on that basis there, you're not holding on to things, but you're seeing things through the eyes of not owning it, but experiencing it in that matter of the moment. So if things were to be taken away from you for a good valid reason, you are able to survive to the next stage, to the next chapter, because you are able to warm your heart space, because you already have that energy within yourself, right? So the energy cannot be taken away from you, even though the experiences may fade away. And for you, the more you become a morning person, right? The more you decide to capture the day, right? As soon as you wake up, and even before you go to bed, thinking about how you can grasp and attain your day, but through the eyes of loving your experience, loving what you have, right? Seeing your success as an all-rounder, you are going to see how much more of your energy increases, right? So then you are always going to feel like you're in a constant relaxed manner and a relaxed state, because your energy is just naturally increasing, because it's you. You have made it you, and you are sticking true to your authentic self because of the value that you carry, the standards you hold for yourself, and the belief system you are continually bringing forth with you into your experiences, right? So that there is a win-win forecast for you, because you are deciding to be intentional with your day and how it is brought towards you, right? Even if things come in your experience that you may not know how to tackle with or to deal with, that's why it's very important you see it through the lens of love, right? And use your own energy in the sense where the choices that you are making is in alignment with who you are, and that in that there, the contrast that you may experience will not really be an issue. It will be something that's very much comfortable and like a hidden treasure for you, something new to discover, something new that's going to be benefiting you and blessing you in the most harmonious ways, okay? So, pile number 1. Thank you very much for joining me on today's reading. It has been a pleasure and an honor to have been able to read for you today. Please do let me know any thoughts you may have down below in the comment section, and I shall be sure to see you again in another one of my readings. Darlings, welcome to pile number 2. Pleasure and honor to have you here today. So, as you have already seen, the topic for today is a way for you to relax more effortlessly, right? So, implementing more ease and relaxation into your journey. So allow me to reveal the cards one by one, and then I shall get into the overall messages. So starting off, we have patience and planning. Please also do look at the imagery on the cards, as they may also present an extra message that your own intuition may be picking up upon. We have worthiness, attitude, desiring intimacy, recognition and reward, emotional freedom, watching. And for your advice and guidance here today, we have temptation. So think carefully about the situation. All right. So, pile 2. This is all about you not being tied down to anything or anyone. Because for you, it seems like you have been put in a place to question your worth when it comes to your partnerships, when it comes to your career. I mean, I feel like this is in every area of your life, right? You've been put in a place where your self-worth is being tested, and that is because of the attachments some people have placed upon you. And I feel like you could have already seen, the type of people or situations where, they're really emotionally avoidant, right? Emotionally detached, but in the sense where they totally disregard your existence on a whole different level, right? It's more about them winning than you winning. And the key here is to have awareness in regards to the type of people you are investing in, because if you love yourself so much, right, to the point where your values, your standards, your belief systems, right, they cannot be tested in the sense where you are completely unaware of what you're doing, right? You should be matched with people who are also respected, loved and cared in the same or similar nature, right? So I see here it's easy for you to be caught in the trap of following others who have no sense of direction and no emotional availability, right? So you may catch yourself pondering, why don't these people care for me, or why doesn't this certain scenario provide me the most substantial knowledge that I am seeking? And it's because there's nothing there to give, right? They were never giving you that type of energy. They were never depositing into your emotional value, right? They were only depositing into their own energy and perhaps keeping you around so they can draw off of your energy. Because if you were to really see your worth as 100% now, I feel like you can see your worth, right? But it's often getting confused and complex when you are around certain situations and people who are unable to identify their own needs, their own situations and their own surroundings, right? It's easy to get lost in that sitting if you really care for these people. So it's about you focusing on your success, right? Focusing on what you actually deserve in life, because that will allow you to take off the energy of not knowing what you're doing in types of situations, or not knowing your place where you stand with others, right? It's better off you know where you stand with these people, because if you are feeling like you have to question the energy or something is off, then there's a likely chance chance that your energy is being affected, and you don't want to put yourself in that place where, you know, you're just someone who's giving and not receiving, right? It's an equal place here. So allow yourself to be free from any restrictions, anyone that's trying to tie you down, anyone that's trying to, you know, usher you towards a certain path that you are unaware if you actually want to travel upon that or not, right? It's better to have a conscious journey than an unconscious journey, right? It's better you know where you are heading rather than being a part of something you don't know where it's going to go just for the sake of company, okay? And that in turn will help you relax more. So know where you're being led that's tempting you to a place out of your comfort, in the sense where you don't really trust it, but perhaps you're feeling as though you should go there. No, this is about you really trusting yourself 100%, knowing, you know, what's going on, the overall situation. At least have some sort of insight, right? A sure footing insight that's going to allow you to go towards your own personal successes and not just tag along to somebody else's journey where they have their own ulterior motives, and then in turn you forget about yourself and start turning into someone else, or start turning into them, and then wondering where your energy is, okay? So, pile number 2. Thank you very much for joining me on today's reading. Apologies. Please do let me know if there are anything you'd like to talk about or discuss in the comment section, and I shall see you again in another one of my readings. Darlings, welcome to pile number 3. It is a pleasure to have you here today, as always. So, today's topic, as you already know, is all about a way for you to relax more, okay? Effortlessly. So, allowing you to be put at ease and follow the bliss in your life. So, allow me to reveal the cards on set for you today, and then I shall reveal what the messages are. So, starting off, we have patience, creativity, grooming. Please do look at the imagery on the cards, as they may also represent additional messages you may pick up yourself. Third eye chakra. Forgiveness. Enchantment. And for your advice and guidance here today, we have clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. All right. So, pile 3, I feel as though this is all about you questioning yourself, okay? Asking yourself the question of, like, who am I? What am I doing here? How did I end up here? Right? I feel like there's lots of questions going on throughout your mind that you're trying to make sense of and trying to understand. And at times you may feel like you wish you didn't exist, but that's just the false narrative you paint and portray over yourself when things are going pear-shaped and things are not falling into place, or when there's too many thoughts rambling across your mind that's not allowing you to see as clear as day. And for you, there's so much to endure and enjoy within your life. But the first step to that is allowing yourself to be put back together again, right? This is about finding ourselves. What was the things we like to do? What did we like to invest in? What made us happy? What made us laugh? What made us chuckle? What made us smile? What made us glow? What made us think we are the only ones deserving of life in this world, right? Those qualities there enable you to regain back your energy, so you can move forward with your life and find your passion and zest for life again. And the most important thing here is forgiving yourself, right? And not allowing yourself to fall into a state of self-pity or fall into a state of unbotheredness, right? This is all about you picking yourself up back again and allowing yourself to go towards a new venture. Go towards something that's really going to light up the fire within you. Most importantly, doing it for yourself. Regardless of what has gone on, what has been, this is about creating the you that you have lost. Because if you start putting the pieces to the puzzle back to yourself, you will recognize that, you didn't really go anywhere. But all you did was find more parts of yourself that enabled you to be more adventurous, loving, caring, daring, and having that secure freedom to life. Take your time, up your self-worth, find those elements of magic within yourself, find where your energy lies, and focus on yourself acts of pleasure, because that will enable you to find the answers you are looking for in regards to who you are, how you've ended up here, and where you are going to next, okay? So, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me on today's reading. It has been a pleasure and an honor to have been able to read for you today. Please do let me know any thoughts you may have down below in the comment section, and I shall be sure to see you again in another one of my readings.